Revitalizing the spirit, restoring our community. Urban Family Talk.
They believe.
So shareholders, they are gambling with your money on what they think is best for the American people, even though the American people don't want no parts of it.
To the tune of 1.3 approaching 1.5 million.
That's right.
We've already demonstrated that they oppose this policy.
And so after Catherine Smith provides me her non-answer, I highlight, because they mentioned in the meeting, and I knew this because I read the proxy before I went there, that their 4 signature categories that they're trying to increase their sales in are style, baby, kids, and wellness.
Oh, yes.
So
yes.
I said to them, after the second non-answer, I said, well, I find it interesting because 2 of their primary 4 categories that you're trying to increase, namely baby and wellness, there are over 1.3 million families who have committed to not darken the doorsteps of your store.
Come on,
because of your bathroom policy.
That's good.
So you can't tell me you did any research because you would recognize people with babies and children like Maya Dillard Smith, who's not even a Christian or conservative probably.
Boom.
She's
Come
certainly
on.
not a conservative.
Come on.
Who fights for LGBT rights but says, listen, I can't rock with y'all with this transgender bathroom. I got kids.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
I got kids.
Yep, that's real.
But their stance was basically the translation. Nobody said this, but the translation was, Mr. Hamilton, we know why you're here. We know what the American Family American Family Association represents. We know what those people believe who signed your petition, but we don't care.
That's basically it.
We are doing our thing. So show me, prove to me that what you stand for is bigger than what we stand for.
Sound like Mount Carmel.
Man, come on, man. They're daring you. They're daring you.
That's what he said, which is why I'm like, okay, so we know what we got to do.
Yeah.
This 1.3 million must become 1.5 million.
That's right.
That's right.
That
right.
1.5 must become 2.
That's right.
Because
That's
you can
right.
say whatever you want. When the pockets start hurting, people get to chirping.
That's
Come
right.
on.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's
Yeah.
right.
And I laid the foundation for the shareholders to be able to oust Brian Cornell if necessary. If you're going to lead us on this hill to die on without doing any research, when the funk hits the fan, you got to go, Mr.
That's it.
Cornell.
Come on, man. That's
So
real.
I'm telling your listeners, be on the lookout because as we move forward, when you start to see shakeups in the top brass, because what they're not going to do is come out immediately and admit, hey, we were wrong.
This was a failure. Right. Right.
And
right.
I want to remind people of a couple things because, man, oh, Lord, I feel that organ tuning up.
Come on, man.
Because there is no such thing as a giant. There was a time in financial history and American history where nobody could believe that Enron would no longer be a corporation.
That's true. That's true.
Enron was a publicly traded corporation in Houston, so big and powerful that the Houston Astros stadium was named Enron Field.
Come on, Abe.
However, you don't hear of Enron today, do
Come
you?
on.
Nope.
Come on.
Because the reality is, Giants' heads come off too.
Come on.
Revitalizing the spirit, restoring our community. Urban Family Talk.